Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to the Riftbreaker, specifically for the Metallic Terror DLC. I think it's just Metal Terror DLC, which is a bit of a shame because I think Metallic Terror just sounds better to me. Anyways, we're gonna do a survival run, hour-long in Metallic Valley. I'm mixing them. Heat's already cooking my brain. So we're gonna see how this goes. I know much of this DLC is focused around an actual, like, story beat. But I'd rather just kind of engage with it in survival mode really quickly.
Rift jump successful.
Sensors online, weapons activated. We're ready to go.
Okay. Holy shit, the music is great. I love this region already. Okay, snag this. So I've got a couple of minutes before everything goes to shit, and well, I don't know if this is necessarily the most defensible place to put my base. We've got a lot of resources that I can kind of work with. So how do we build again? I forget. I've completely forgotten how to actually play. Controls. Build mode is left control. Yep, I was not going to remember that. Alright, headquarters. The only immediate problem is the location on this is kind of scuffed, because we've got a big rock pile right in the middle.
Ashley, I'm sure that our presence will not go unnoticed. We should build up our base as quickly as possible.
Standard protocol advises to set up walls and sentinel towers around the base. We aren't sure what...
Okay, give me a second. I need to shut them up. I don't need tutorial stuff on how to set my base up. That's gonna drive me mad. Alright, there we go, that's better. Okay, produces carbonium, but not there. In retrospect, ironium is not actually that helpful here. Let's see. Okay, I don't have enough resources. Let's see. Power. Do we actually have any power? We have just enough to give me a little bit of carbonium rolling. I guess I might as well actually help here, rather than just sitting around and watching. There we go. That's much better. Okay, snag 2 of those. And back to mining. Okay, power situation's looking better. Another carbonium. Because these are infinite, actually it makes way more sense on a functional level for me to have as many of these mines stacked onto one location as possible. I didn't even think about that. Okay, they require 20 power a pop. That's good enough to build another one of these. Then power. And I'm definitely going to need some wind power at some point. I'm just going to slap some of these down until we run out of power. And then we'll snag batteries. Okay. So incoming attack in a couple minutes. Eesh. Well, I don't need uranium nearly as badly. Let's see. Do we want to go up to this one? I don't know. Feels a little risky. I guess we should probably wait until we figure out what the attack is going to be. Ooh, geothermal vent. That's useful. Is uranium ore? Okay. I'm just gonna quick sneak peeks at everything in this immediate vicinity. Back to control. Do mining, carbonium factories. How many can I fit? Probably 4. And I'm gonna run out of juice pretty quickly. But I think it's fine. All I have to just do is get all these down really quick. I'm really digging this music. Oh, well. I am a dang fool. Sun just went down. That's a bad time for the sun to just go down, but it's fine. Also, thank you, Sock300 for the sub. Welcome on in. Yes, I think I saw your comment earlier. Yeah, we also have plant biomass and a carbonium power plant. Oh, that's way more productive right here. Okay. I'm just gonna have a secondary carbonium. Whoops. A carbonium mining rig for power there. There we go. At some point I'll switch to more green energy sources, but this is the best I got given the circumstances. Okay, resources are coming in quick. And we've got a minute. And I got nothing. Okay, at least our resource generation is good. So let's, quickly run around looking for some natural barriers. Grab this. So, I guess if you guys haven't seen this game before, seeing as got a little distracted setting everything up. Riftbreaker is a, it's a base defense survival automation tower defense game. I don't know, there's probably a better way for me to describe it than that. Oops. Nope. Damn it. Okay, do we know which direction they're coming from, though? I know he's detecting it, but... Okay. Coming from over there. What the hell? What is that? Oh. Oh, is that... Oh. Okay. Well, shit's on fire. I don't think we lost anything. No. There we go. Okay, didn't lose anything. I was too busy looking at whatever the hell that comet was. And not nearly busy enough actually paying attention to my enemies coming. But they still weren't really marked. Well, that's okay. I'm just going to quickly fence in my base. Because at the very least, this way, if they go for anything, I'll know. So resource-wise, I guess we should take a look at research. Comms hub to actually build and research anything, of course. But I think we're going to need the armory, too. That's going to take a smidge. Yeah, so let's rebuild our power supply for a moment. And then probably get some more storage. Okay, well, we've got those. We have headquarters level 2 to get the comms hub? Wow. What do I need for that? Carbonium and aronium. Okay, snag those. What else do we have? Liquid metal storage, ammo storage, solid material storage. Okay, so we can actually hold some more stuff. Water filtering plant, cultivator. Rare element mine. Interesting that we start with a couple of these. Not that I'm complaining. Just unusual, maybe? Okay. Snag a couple of those too. So power-wise, I guess I could get rid of some of the carbonium. Maybe. Can I upgrade these? No. What do we need? Yeesh. Okay, so we've got another attack on the way at some point. I think I'm just going to go out adventuring. Okay, there's more ironium. However... Okay, we have more carbonium here. So let's go back in. Did I wall this off? I did. There we go. Okay. Yeah, if I'm gonna be limited by carbonium... Let's see, I should probably snag as much as I can. Guess I should put this here. Get another one over here? Maybe, but I don't know if it's going to be able to collect everything. We'll see if this one actually is able to gather. This RTS looks fun. It's incredibly fun. If you've ever wanted to play a tower defense game where you're a little bit more active, this is probably your best bet. There's also like Sanctum and stuff, but this has a little bit of like Factorio in it. In a way that makes it, I don't know, more fun for me at the very least. So what is this? Morphium Tower. Oh. Oh, but it requires Morphium. We do not have. But yeah, we can apparently produce Morphium somewhere and use it to produce towers that do not require resources. Or, well, do not require power. Frankly, I'm probably going to stick with, let's see, I'm going to stick with the basic power towers. Just because. Okay. We're just going to slap a couple of these down. Oh, or, you know, build AI hubs. And I think we're going to need a lot more power. At least we do have that geothermal area right over there, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's see, power's looking better. Yeah, eventually I'll have infinite resources and won't have to worry too much. Okay, that should work, but I'm gonna get another one here just because. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just kind of extended these out. Perfect. And then some redundancy lines, just because. Okay, I think we're golden. Prepare for an incoming attack. Oh, too expensive. Damn. So I think I can summon a wave first. Okay, cool. I can quick save before I do anything critically stupid. I'm not gonna have enough iron. So what else do we have? Cultivator, but that requires cobalt. Maybe we do. Alright. We're doing on AI, by the way. More reasonable than I thought. Okay. And I'm just gonna get a ton of batteries. Our power situation is looking okay. But it's probably gonna get worse before we know it. With a big attack coming in. Okay, strong attack incoming in a couple of minutes. Probably fine. I think my big problem is you just never quite know where they're gonna hit. So I should probably double layer my walls. There we go. God, I love building in this game. Yeah, I guess before I started this, we were talking about Mindustry a little bit. I think I do prefer this over Mindustry. It feels a little faster to me. And also, you know, the slick modern graphics are incredibly good. It does lose out on a lot of the automation, but I don't know. Automation games in combat always feel kind of weird for me. This feels more like true to the RTS roots. In a good way. Yeah, if I just double layer the walls here. Wherever they hit, I can come and reinforce pretty quickly. Okay, there we go. I think we're about as good as we're going to be able to get. Big issue is nighttime power is pretty bad. Okay, so we'll just get a bunch of wind power. Because I'd like to not have to worry about running out of batteries in the middle of, you know, danger time. Okay, what else do we do? Not much. Oh, did I? I did. Locked myself off. Now, there is a very real possibility they might hit this area. So I might want to build like a base annex of some variety. Okay, actually, this area is really well protected. Because it's got this entire, like, rock gap. Okay. Let me see. Solid material storage. Okay, they're up here. Holy shit. Okay. Frankly, what the heck? Oh gosh. I thought my walls would hold. Yeah, I'm gonna just double check this. What's the damage over here? Not as bad. Oh, okay. Nope, this area got blasted pretty hard. Wow. Well, I mean, all things considered, though, we didn't lose. Alright. I'm gonna go plug the gaps in my defenses. And I mean, honestly, I'm gonna call that a victory. You know, despite the damage. Gosh, I love the repair AoE. That is super nice. Okay, so we got some DNA. I thought there was another thing up here. Maybe not. No, we did take some damage there. And... oh, right. Isn't there a scanner mode? Oh. No, I have like a radar ping that I can do. I don't remember that option. Cool, though. Alright, let's warp back to the base. Because I should be able to make a second headquarters? Huh. No, I can make a second armory. And another one of those. Triple walls for safety. I'll get to it. Okay, no research selected, but now we have research. So, we have alien research, weapons, and base. So Sentinel Towers level 2, pretty good. Repair facility is great. Artillery towers, radar, things. Which one of these gets me walls? Because I think these are all upgrades for me. Orbital laser? It's probably a consumable thing, though. Sword, flamethrower, plasma gun, burst rifle. Jeez. I'm probably going to start with the Sentinel Towers Mark II. Okay, there's walls. So I've got to get these two upgrades before I can get the next level of walls. Ouch. Liquid compressor, decompressor, eh. So why don't we then get me the flamethrower? Let's see, flame towers? Yeah, we can do flame towers. Alright. The one thing, my one issue with potentially playing this game today, it's not a huge issue, but it's a little tough on my graphics or my processing. Like, it's never been the most optimized game ever. So here I am trying to beat the heat playing one of the more graphically intensive games in my library. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna try and go horizontal from here. Okay. Because my thoughts are, if I can take this entire area, it gives us access to water, which we're going to need for certain things. Okay, there we go. And this way I don't have to worry about defending that other side nearly as aggressively. While also slamming in some extra power generation. Yeah, for survival mode especially, I don't know. I guess I kind of feel like I have to cram everything in. Let's see. Is it F? F to sell. Get rid of those. Okay, so now we have this whole area kind of to myself. I'm actually going to sell these, because I might be able to expand downwards very briefly. Because, yeah, we've got kind of a three-corners situation. Okay. We do not have any cobalt, so we can't get those. And we need AI cores if we want to get more. Okay. Ooh. Not enough tower ammo. Okay, so that is something I need to consider. Is that under industry? Tower ammo factory. And tower ammo storage. I don't know how many tower ammo factories we're gonna need, but it feels like having just a ton of storage will kind of make up for it. Okay, so next order of business. Resource-wise, can we do anything else? Can I actually warp to other locations? Nah, it doesn't look like it. I don't know if you could actually do that in the survival mode. There's a certain point where it was kind of implied in one of the demos, and I was like, oh, that's sick. Maybe you still can. Okay. I need more uranium. Which, oh, is currently tapped out. Do not I see. Yeah, map swapping is campaign exclusive. I kind of wish there was a plotless campaign mode where it just drops you down and says, like, good luck. Okay, well, if we need iron, I guess this is actually the way to go. Guess I'm gonna do this. Not the best location I've ever seen, but I need iron. And who knows? Maybe it's actually a little bit more defensible than I think it is. Can I blow these up? I can. Rad. Okay, still don't know how I'm gonna get cobalt. Oh, right. I have to do, like, scanning or something. Oh, that certainly ain't it. Let's see. Oh, that's repair. I don't remember what the research button is. Okay, so let's go back. Base building, mining. No, so we should know where to get cobalt. But we need a detector. Oh. Let's see. So we have all of these. How the hell do we make a detector? Or is it... It's something that I actually get to... can just pull up, right? Orbital scanner is Y, maybe? Oh, that ain't it. I forget how to toggle scan mode. So something I used previously, but I've since forgotten. Inventory, research, crafting, orbital scanner, and database. I think orbital scanner is actually not what I'm looking for. Is it under crafting? I don't think so. Hold space for the detector. Oh, right. Okay, so what do we got? Well, we got some titanium ore. Which is kind of useful. Ow. Little suckers hurt. Okay, what do we got here? Palladium. Okay, we got another one of these. This was pretty much downright useless in the main campaign, in my opinion. But here, I think it's actually going to be hugely useful. But I am going to have to just go around dowsing forever, trying to find the resources I'm looking for. Yeah, we need cobalt if I want to get anything done. Okay. Please be cobalt. Nope. Ironium. Well. Oh, no! Piss poor time for that to happen. Potentially eat some of my walls. Okay. Nope, it's not that. It's V. Okay, how is this doing? Poorly. Okay, so that's different. I don't know how to feel about those suckers. The dudes just roll into your walls and explode. Well, that probably means we've got some hella damage up here. Alright, so that means I need long-range artillery and a bunch of other things. Flamers are nice, but if those guys just continuously get at my walls, it's like so much worse. Okay. Do I have anything else in the base? Here we go. Watch this be useless and delete my walls. Carbonium is actually appreciated. Okay. But we're looking for cobalt. Nope. Here we go. Okay, more carbonium. That's not helpful. I guess I should probably, while we're here, add to research. Add to research. Can I not? No, I can't. That's a shame. power jump, emergency explosion, burst rifle, high caliber rifle. I'm just gonna grab those. Alright. Cobalt? Uranium ore. Ouch. Oh. Let's see. Shoot, how do I switch weapons again? It's been a while. Action set Q and E. There we go. Huh. It's like a burst rifle. Alright. Let's see. More carbonium. Am I in the right spot? No, it's like over here-ish. There it is. Is this game playable co-op? Not yet. I don't know if it will be, unfortunately. Tanzanite. Oh, that burst rifle's kind of neat, though. I think the grenade launcher works better for me. But still. Okay, titanium ore. There we go. Yeah, I'm weak. Okay, incoming attack in a couple minutes. Okay, gotta find that cobalt. Otherwise, I am going to be in a bad way. At least it'll be unlimited once it shows up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the next update is going to be co-op. Rad. Because, yeah, this is definitely the kind of game that I think I would be so much more gung-ho about playing actively if I could play it with somebody else. Dang, dude. Hazenite. But not a cobalt was to be had. Kind of wish I could specifically request one of the other. Oh, well, got it. Uranium. Okay. What is this? What are you? Okay, this is a discovery. Okay, advanced flamethrower. Equip that. We don't have any mods to put into it. We should probably also craft some things. Okay, that's all my carbonium, but this way I'll at least self-heal a smidge. Alright, so that's gonna piss something off. Ooh. Cripes, this planet hates me. Okay. Let's go back to crafting. Can I make 2 of these? Absolutely. Yeah, we're just gonna jam on as many repair tools as we can, because that shit hurts. Okay, here we go. Do this again. Wow, okay, flamethrowers are pretty not useful. What did I just grab? I have no idea. That's more carbonium. Yep, this is going real well. Let's see. Let's take a look at research. Close all, nothing is selected. I should probably fix that. Add this to research. Geothermal is big. Gas power plant, carbonium, and ironium. This is gonna take a while though. I think I need another communications array. Okay. Can I just slap one of these down? No need for power? Hopefully. Okay. Let's see. I want to... Can I upgrade this? I can. Because, yeah, we're gonna need bigger and better power. And it looks like... Okay, yeah, it looks like we have enough of both. Only immediate problem is... Oh, no, we did actually get some explosives. Maybe I should work on that first. It looks like we usually get attacked on this side, too. Watch this be the round where we don't get attacked over here. It's not... Okay, let's repair these. Okay, so if this wall is going to be the vulnerable one... then I might as well... beat them to the punch. Oh boy. Okay. Grab that. I don't even know what that thing is. I don't know what you are. Alright. They're toast. How's this area looking? You know, surprisingly not bad. I think they took out one of my gun towers. And like a little bit more. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could have gone quite badly. And I'm certainly glad it did not. Okay, now we do have geothermal power. Okay. It does seem like the artillery really does carry. And we didn't burn through too much power, or too many resources there, so nope, that's not it. I guess we'll be okay. Next upgrade is pretty pricey. Okay, back to research. How we doing? Better, we're getting things kind of done. Let's see, so that's ammo storage, but what we kind of want is wall gates, repair facility, energy storage, power in general. Solid material storage. There we go. Carbonium synthesizer, but that's a little too expensive for me. And then walls. That's gonna take a bit. Though, getting a second one of these down and upgraded do the trick. Holy smokes, that is expensive, though. We might have to think about some things. First and foremost, geothermal power plant. Okay. I'm just going to hyper develop this area. We still have not found our cobalt, which is a downer. I guess we had like 20 from something. Let's see, we do actually have this kind of whole external area if I want to do a secondary base annex. Is this campaign or survival? It's just survival for today. I figured for checking out the DLC at the very least, instead of loading up the campaign, I'd do a quick survival run just to take a look at the DLC, what it's got, and so on and so forth. Let's see. Problem is I put it an hour and the timer is always a lie. Okay. Put those there. Come back over to this. Put a telepad down. Good. Okay, cycle this quickly. Attach it to the base. The big problem is, to some degree, I kind of want to expand, but it's not giving me the best spots. Or the worst. Like, this is... We've got a lot of natural choke points being made. Ah. Okay, hook that up. Another one of these down kind of here-ish. Can I blast this? Thank you. Okay. Then back to this. We need AI cores. And we need, like, a lot of them. Big issue is we also need enough wind power to keep them going. Oh, do we have an ion storm? Oh, gosh. I don't even remember what ion storms do. They mess with my map, but they're not like the tornado. They don't break anything. Oh, here's another thing I can do. We can also start putting this down. Because it's not that expensive. Okay. Oh gosh, geothermal power is freaking wild. I forgot about that. I was wondering, I was like, I just built a geothermal power plant. How are we out of juice? And the answer is, oh, we're not. Okay. There we go. So yeah, what's the point of the floors? You run faster on them. There we go. Okay. Anything else here? Because this area is a little messed up, but should be fine. Oh, I can upgrade those, but I'm just gonna get some solid material storage quickly. We'll want to upgrade them, but I've got to be able to afford some big purchases here. Okay, get some more carbonium. I'll probably want to go up and get some of that ironium too, but I don't know. How are we doing on the research side of things? Let's see. Oh. We have some mods that are available. Damage over time enabled. Ooh, homing projectiles, splash damage. I think I can slap them in. Really? It's not for that one. Oh, sorry, that's the grenade. That's the flamethrower, not the grenade launcher. Oops. Let's see. So we do also have nuclear power plants if I want to mess with this. We're going to need to mine some uranium. I wonder if you can synthesize cobalt. It doesn't look like it. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, floating mines, grenade launcher. Better flamethrower. Burst rifle, shotgun, minigun, small machine gun. A lot of bits. Sentry gun, better armor plating. Okay. Oh, I don't even know. Just throw the grenade launcher on. Warp back over here. Real quick. Can I upgrade you yet? Yes. Yeah, it's going to be pretty pricey before I can upgrade these. I'm going to need a lot of iron for that. Wait, what the hell? We're running low on power? How? Damn. I was expecting this thing to be able to just tank it. Maybe it still can. Okay, yeah. Not quite as much power as I... Oh! The ion storm was what was giving me so much. Of course. Okay. We do have the unusually large creature, but I'm not confident in my ability to fight it. At the moment. Okay, if I put defenses down up here, I have. I should probably upgrade these. What is the, what's the button? G. Oh, but there goes all my cobalt. Never mind. Okay, did I put a gate over here? I did not. Put one. I don't think I'm actually going to put some down. Is that cobalt? I have to check. Nope, more carbonium. Okay. Looks like we're getting attacked on the other side again. Let's see. Flamer tower. Never actually did repair these. Okay. Get some of those. Then hope that can tank it for just a second. Come on. The hell is that thing? I have no idea. Jeepus. Stupid rock and rollers. Stop blowing up my doors. They're very clearly kind of the welcoming committee. And once they're past, it's like actually trivial. But that initial wave is downright stinky. Okay, so let's go back down to this. How bad's the damage? Actually, pretty minor. All things considered. Oh. We apparently have something in the base. Right. Cobalt? I never put any defenses down here. That's bad. Nope, it's titanium. Boy, at some point I'm going to find something that needs titanium and I'm going to be in a good spot, but until then, cobalt is few far between and incredibly necessary. Alright, let's see, so what can I afford? Not a lot, actually. We could get the Sentinel Tower level 3, but that requires cobalt, so that's not really going. Artillery Tower level 2 requires uranium. And the Rocket Tower requires titanium. Okay, so I think we might actually just have to go without guns. Or, like, the basic sentry guns, and just go full explosives. As weird as that is. Let's see, do we want Radar Lightning Tower? Well, it requires palladium. So, yes. Okay, sell these. Yeah, let's just start harvesting some rare metals. Wait. I can squeak more out of this. Like an absolute goon. Let's see. We don't have the higher tier flamer towers. And we're definitely going to need some more uranium. I'm actually harvesting the iron down here. No, I'm not. Oh, shoot. Oh, and I should be using the upgraded versions of these. That might be a little hefty power-wise. Oh, well, you can tell some of these require cobalt. Not all of them, but enough of them. Well, at least we've got iron now. Let's see. Okay, so where was the titanium? Outside the base, but over here. Considering how popular this area is, I mean, I think we just need to wall this off. And take it in stride. Oh, Really wish there was an AoE variant of this. But at least I don't have to upgrade any further. Okay, how are we doing on time? 15 minutes. Yeah, considering how much they hate this specific spot. Seems like a really good idea. Just blast down a bunch of these. There we go. Yeah, we don't quite have the uranium yet. I'm gonna go work on that. Because if we can mine a bunch of uranium, we can maybe get into nuclear power as well. Let's see. Put this here. Okay, first and foremost, let's go back. We should probably be upgrading these. Or was there a whole second tier that I just got access to? Or no. There we go. Please don't hit my base. My base is delicate, like a flower. Like a sad, incredibly killable flower. Okay, so we've got radiation. Rare element mine. Okay, one more. Okay, so are we now gaining uranium? We are. Only immediate problem is, well, we have floating mines and a better grenade launcher. We just need more carbonium for that. It's fine. Close out of this. Flamer tower level 2, plasma tower. If I remember, it is pretty solid and requires palladium. But the lightning tower is interesting. Heavy artillery tower, what does that require? Carbonium and uranium. Oh, and supercharged plasma, which is a little harder to get our hands on. Let's see, so let's start with nuclear power plant and uranium centrifuge. Just to get that side of things going. Okay, so flamer towers, what do they require? Carbonium and titanium. Yeah, anything that I can currently build and upgrade without my cobalt, it's very worthwhile. How long is that gonna take, out of curiosity? 2 minutes. Should be fine. Let's see. Do I have enough? Yes. So I'll get a better grenade launcher. Make the small machine gun? Absolutely. Okay, let's actually equip ourselves a bit. So let's switch this out for a small machine gun. That's a flamethrower. Okay, that should be fine. So what do we have? Damage over time, stun chance, target piercing, splash damage. What is our current splash damage on this thing? Pretty big. I'm gonna try cluster projectiles on that. Target piercing, homing. Homing. Can I not do lightning on the... Ah, dang. I was hoping I could put lightning on the flamethrower, because that actually would have been dang good. So let's give it a... Nah. Piercing, maybe? Okay, and then let's go on an adventure. Because we got a couple of things around here that need investigating. Namely you. Whew. Big man's freaking tanky. Okay. He's tanky, but he's dead. And he dropped Lightning Sentry. What? A unique item. What? Is that something I use? New items available. Okay, Lightning Sentry. Can I make those? How do I even craft consumable items? Because I only have one of them and I kind of forget. That's that. Aggressive fauna. It just auto-crafts for you? Okay. Maybe I need to upgrade the armory. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I need to do. Okay, well, we got nuclear power. I'm gonna go back. There's like one grumpy dude there, but it's fine. Okay. Geothermal power plant. Nuclear power plant, but it needs processed uranium. Oh, here we go. Uranium centrifuge. Only immediate problem is our power situation is looking dire. I should start fixing that up. Once we have nuclear energy going, it shouldn't be a problem. Oops. You should not be there. Oh. Told you to sell. I don't know. Okay. Other thing we could maybe do is I might be able to upgrade this further. Nope. We don't have the next tier yet. Ooh. Power's a problem. Okay. We've got an attack incoming. And to some degree I'm gonna have to just rely on it. I think part of it is our... You know, it's... Ooh, that screen shake. It's the night. There we go. Okay, so now we've got positive power. It's just not positive enough. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. I remember right, I even remarked that this area has, like, no defenses. Okay, it's got some. We're actually surprisingly good. Okay, keep just toasting these guys. They're not that tough. And I have big guns. We definitely need to upgrade our armories, though. Okay, no research selected. Yep. Okay, got that stuff. Let's see. Second repair facility. Honestly, I might just work on those two. Could have been worse. Okay, so we're now out of palladium. Wasn't I harvesting palladium? No. We hadn't started. I got distracted working on other things. Okay, that should give us enough. Okay, back out here. There's some nice choke points that I'm not going to be able to utilize here, am I? Bit of a shame. Okay. Whew. That is pricey. But, like, not overwhelmingly so. Okay, 2 Tesla coils. I'm probably gonna get a plasma tower. Oh, and can we upgrade? Yeesh. Oh, I see. The upgrade thing is actually a 2x2. So I can at least upgrade 2 of them. That's why everything feels like it's more expensive. Because it's like 1,000 times more efficient than it used to be. That's actually really appreciated. Okay. The next order of business. Oof. 3,000 carbonium. You can make the upgrade brush even bigger. Dang, I probably should. Okay, we got a source of frequent attacks. You know, looking at this, I just realized we have, like, no defenses over here. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably just get the nuclear power plant. Let's see, what are you? Okay, something's gonna be mad as heck at me. Okay, and I know about these laser dudes. Seems like half of them actually went for my base, which is kind of appreciated. Though they might be doing a lot of damage to it. I'll get to it in a second. Tower destroyed. Oh, well, that's never a good sign. Okay. we have any more science we're doing? Nope. That's always fun. Yeah, this will be so much more fun in co-op. Wow. They, did a number on this place. Not what I want to see. Yeah, I have no cobalt, so I can't do anything with any of that. Okay, now we need some AI cores. We can only have the regular kind. Okay. Fine, it's fine. Now we just need the carbonium. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to 6,000. Or not 6,000, 3,000. Oh, okay, that's not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. I've not been leveraging everything as well as I could be. Maybe I'll be fine. Here's what I am gonna do, though. Battery. Yep. Seeing as we've got a period of extreme power, let's capitalize on it by just capturing as much as I can. Keep it in savings. There we go. Okay, enemy attacks is incoming. I'm probably toast. I don't think I prepared all that well on this one, but you never know. Let's see. Maybe I'll be fine. Okay, let's just slap some things here. Not enough carbonium. Oof. Yeah, speaking of not enough carbonium, like half of my walls are still out of date. Having just one other person to put out fires and set up auxiliary bases and mines. Because I think I spend a lot of time being locked by limited resources here. And for this game, there's literally no penalty for just having the biggest damn base you possibly can. Okay. Get a flamer tower there. I'm just trying to get last minute defenses down. Or everything goes freaking stupid and sideways. Guess who still hasn't put a teleport pad here? Okay, if I can take out the rock and rollers, this whole area becomes considerably less spooky. Ow. Holy smokes, those grenades hurt. Is this where the final attack's coming from? Didn't think so. Okay. That area is about as good as it's going to be able to get. Woo. I don't know when that got hit. Okay. Teleport between. Swing back here. Repair what I can if I don't get stuck on my own shit. They really seem to like this left side, which is kind of good bad. Okay, go back here. Heal back up to full. No research selected. Yeah, they really like this side. I'm not quite sure why. Okay. Smack this around. I just want to plug that gap so none of the weird bees get in. Oh, that's bad. We're out of artillery ammo, and I'm very heavily dependent on those. Okay, that should give me a little bit more. Cripes. Oh, they took out the teleporter there. Well, that's bad. That's real bad. Okay, at least this area is non-critical. It's just a resource area. Okay, nope, that's the wrong button. Okay, can I make a grenade launcher? Nope, I cannot. Not even a rocket launcher. All right. Never mind, I'm stuck with what I got. Okay. How many more enemies are there? I cannot plug any gaps. Oh boy. Oh, come on. Okay. Thank you, Chain Lightning. Oh boy, it's these guys. On the flip side, I am holding this entire side off almost entirely by myself. Which, like, I don't know, major props to me. Oh. Freaking, are you done? Okay. Do I need redundant power webs? Okay. This area looks like it's getting done in. Not as bad as it could have been. Turns out they went for just kind of unrelated junk on the side. Okay, repair that. I think we got it. There might be another wave here. Hard to say. Why is this even here? Well, that's the wrong button. I thought I pressed G. I pressed F instead. What do you get when you build in a blind panic? Okay. Still, I think we got it? Oh, wow. There's just no wall here. How the hell? Oh, nope. We're not done yet. How many more waves are there? Oh, there's the cobalt mine. Got it. A cobalt mine all the way out here. I think this is one all the way up north, too. Blech. Well, it's fine. Oh. Took an hour and a half for an hour-long mission, but I'll take it. Oh, we got a new skin. Rad. Wall destroyed. Oh, I guess they're still attacking out there. Oh well, either way. So that's been the new Riftbreaker Metal Terror DLC. Obviously, we did not get through any of the resource, or most of the resource chains, and only got to see a couple of the towers. But we did get to see the new environment and the new enemy types, which are absolutely brutal, but also kind of fun to engage with, all the same. So, with all of that said, I guess I will be back for this whenever they add co-op, because I think that's going to be a blast. But for now, I think I need a break. That was exhausting.